To get wet.
All right, we're live. It's EJ once again, here for a little live stream session. We're going to be exploring some police misconduct data today that I got from the New Orleans Innocence Project, and I'm pretty excited to dig in. I need to do a lot of preparation work to get everything in a usable state, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my shoes off and make myself comfortable for a second. And write a little to-do list. So today is Thursday, February 23rd. I got that far. We need to, in 30 minutes, download. I want to make a data set. And explore it. I guess part of what we're going to do is combine all the CSVs together. So that's part of what we're going to do. And I think that's pretty much it. Probably going to stream for 2 hours. So I'll do half an hour, maybe take a break, come back with some fresh energy. So let's get into it. So this is lread.co. This is the source of the data that we're going to be working with today. And basically, this is a bunch of data on police officers in Louisiana. This is from the Innocence Project New Orleans in collaboration with Public Data Works. And it's an interesting data set because it is similar to some work I've done in the past. So I worked with NYPD CCRB complaint data, and we made a big network and found clusters of officers who are doing misconduct. And so I'm curious to apply a similar type of analysis to this New Orleans data and see how far we get. And so put these things together. We're going to go through, and I've gotten access to this repo where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CSVs. So let's get started. Let's just start downloading. So I'm just going to open them all in tabs because I'm super fun. And then once I get them all downloaded, well, I should probably make a folder for them. So go to my desktop, and let's call this NOPD network. All right, so we have a little folder where we can download things into, and if I hit this download button, it just throws it in my downloads folder. So let's do that for everything. Come on now. Maybe this is a particularly big one. Or I'm DDoSing its downloads. Come on. Let me start my timer. One more. Sweet. All right, so everything is in my downloads folder. And let's drag all of that over. All right, so now we have all of that in our folder. So let's do CSVs to SQLite. This is a little helper, and we'll say take every CSV you see and turn it into data nopd.db. And so this is the combining stage and the DB stage, right? We're combining all the CSVs into a single database, and we can theoretically tie things together. Let me see. Yeah, all data can be joined on the UID column. That's the unique officer identifier. So we can theoretically query across all tables. That's an interesting, maybe we'll do that later. Query UID across all tables. Create. Yeah, that's the other thing is I've been talking to a few different people who are doing work like this. One is a reporter at the AP, and they were asking me how exactly I spun up a Neo4j instance and got it filled with data. So maybe I can get into that in this session as well. So let's open our data and data. Oh, I always forget. Let me remember. There's a bunch of incantations. Yeah, these ones. These fun incantations. That's right. So this is like turn all the knobs all the way up. Turn max return rows all the way up. Allow cores. Allow SQL time limit. All right, now we are cooking. So we have our dataset instance, which is fun and good and great. Let's look at all of our 7 tables. Cool, and we're getting many rows is a fun answer. I wonder how many is. Of course, the first thing I go to is the thing that can't be handled. 830,000 and 1 million, nice. So these are police reports. Ooh, and they have little anonymized locations and the type of, okay, so these are incidents, oh, police reports that these officers are on. So this is like the officers working. And there's 1 million of those rows. Calm New Orleans, I wonder what this is. Okay, this looks like complaints and their disposition. Okay. See, this is interesting. This is like worth its own graph in and of itself. Like what most of them were unfounded. I mean, it's pretty close. A lot of them were sustained. This is way, I mean, not to say better. This is like, you don't see numbers like this in the NYPD data. Resigned while under investigation. Well, that's sketchy. Cool, and we have the agency. I wonder what agencies we have. Only New Orleans PD. I think, right? Yes. Okie dokie. What else do we have? SAS. Okay, these are stops they made. And we have districts. I wonder if we can make a map. Okay, so these are New Orleans police districts. This is cool. Looks a little funky. Looks a little funky over here. I guess nobody polices this section of the highway. It's just maybe that's true though. I guess maybe. All right, either way. How do I get it? I would like to download it. Thank you, KML. Yeah, use KML. Cool, and then we can put that in here, NOPD districts, that might come in handy later. Oh, look, here it is again, but from the city of New Orleans. Sweet. Can I download it? Probably not. Cool. Doesn't seem like I can. I wonder what powers this Esri again. Great. I want whatever data powers this, please. Guess I already have it. All right, so we have the district, we have the stop results, subject type. What kind of types do we have? I guess drivers, pedestrians, what a passenger. Okay. What else we got? Vehicle make. That's fun. What kind of vehicles get stopped in New Orleans? Chevys. Wow. Wonder what that's about. Nissan, Ford, Toyota, Kia. I mean, this is just what kinds of cars there are. I don't know why I felt that would be more interesting. We have traffic stop reason. Wow, what they did cavity searches? There are 32 strip body cavity searches. That sounds pretty terrible. Evidence seized, legal basis, interesting. First name, oh, whoa. I guess this is the officers making the stop and search. SAS, stop and search, got it. Got it. All right, what else do we have? App, oh, appeals, okay. Data per, is this our officer maybe? Sure seems like it. Okay, so this is how we turn UIDs into names. So like if I want to go back and look at my stop and search data, and I want to see I don't know. All right, let's see somebody. What did I find before? Let's find somebody who did a strip search. Facet by strip search. Yes. And then let's see which officer did the most strip searches, which I think is tracking ID. If I'm remembering correctly. Where did I? Somewhere around here. Item number. UID. No, it's by UID. All right, so we facet by UID. All right, so this one did 4 strip searches out of the 32. And their UID. Looks like it's Jacob Nolan, and their UID is this. And then if I look them up in here, I should get Jacob Nolan back. Jacob Nolan, look at that. We don't know how old he is. And then, now I want to see every stop and search that Jacob Nolan was a part of. 984, that is so many, Jacob Nolan. What are you doing? Okay, so he did 984 stop and search. Let's see if he has any complaints or settlements. There's only 13 settlements. They're not settling many things. Appeals. I'm guessing COM is complaints. And we'll do UID is Jacob Nolan. 11 complaints for Jacob Nolan. What has Jacob Nolan been up to? Allegation Rule 5. Okay, acting impartially, neglect of duty, verbal intimidation. I would like to scroll. There's only neglect of duty, professionalism, neglect of duty. What is neglect of duty? New Orleans, paragraph 4, neglect of duty. I guess this is an officer who is neglect of duty. Rule 4. Show it to me. I would like to see it, please. This is for a place in Wyoming. It's not really going to cut it. I just want to know what neglect of duty is. New Orleans, neglect of duty. I guess I'll never know. All right. Let's freaking make some Neo4j stuff, right? I'm going to open Neo4j desktop. And get this, I'm going to have to remind myself how I did this last time. I remember it being kind of complicated. So we'll see how this goes. Load CSV with header. I remember, it's coming back to me. I had to do some stuff. Whoa. All right, new something. New project? Yeah. Add local DBMS. Well, first let's figure out what we're doing. How about that? So we have officers with UID. Right? And then we have complaints with UID and type. And then we have like 13 settlements. It's like not even worth. Well, I'm gonna make a network of the 13 like whatever it was. So let's do what we did before. We got officer nodes and we got complaint nodes. Personnel, allegation. I guess allegations are what? I mean, allegation is called what? Com for complaints. We already figured this out. Datacom. These are all there's only 7,000 though. It seems like not very many. And then we can see their disposition. So we're going to take complaint data with UID and bind them with our officer data with UID. And then we're going to make a network. Make a network. Oh, we're going to make a co-occurrence network of officers who are, well, can do officers co-appear in complaints? I don't know if that's possible. Allegation UID. Like if I facet by UID, I should see, no, there's one for everyone. Like what I'm expecting to see is multiple officers on a single investigation or complaint. I guess that makes sense though. All right, so maybe are there, on the stop and search, can there be multiple officers on a single stop and search? Stop and search UID. So we want stop and searches with multiple rows? No, they all have one. So this is one stop and search with one officer and one badge number. So how do we know when officers are working together? So you can't really, it's not really network data. Because I want to see when officers are working together. Like in the NYPD data, you would have multiple officers on a single complaint, right? So we could say if you were on a complaint with another officer that you like had a co-occurrence with them. I'm not seeing any co-occurrences in this data the way it's laid out. I guess they could share police reports. So what I'd expect is if there were multiple police reports with different officers like on the same report, that it would have the same UID. No, it would have the same police report UID and different officer UIDs. What's going on at 003XX Royal Street? Guess I'll find out some other time. Oh, was that what? Okay. So how do I find out when officers are working together? 10 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to take a little break. Maybe there's a different way besides faceting. No, but faceting would do it. Would show me if there were multiple rows with the same UID. Let's ask the robot for help. Mr. Robot, I have a question. Oh, I made a robot to help. What's up, robot? I need to write a SQLite query to determine if there are any duplicates of a value in a SQLite table. Will you help me write a query? Please, robot, will you help? What column am I using? police report UID. No, I just want to see if there are any. Well, they look like this. The fucking robot. No, just write my query, dog. Don't worry, I'll help. All right, I'll give it a shot. Oh, right. Forgot to tell you what my table name is. What? That should work. Oh, no, I see. Okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong table. Got it. All right, so we're going to look at our police report. Yeah, this one has 1 million. If there's any duplicates, it's got to be in this one. This. So this should tell us if we had any no, well, God damn it. Well, how am I going to bound the shit together then, dude? I guess if they're in the same district at the same time. Like if you're in the same month. What do we got? We got district and not even a date. Goodness gracious. So we have it by district. Yo, they did 5,000 police reports from like all over. Mostly lost property and theft. Oh, this person be doing lots of theft. Who is this? Well, luckily for us, we can look up their UID in the officer table. This is Joseph Terry, solving all the theft crimes. Joseph Terry, theft, New Orleans. Nope. Whatever. Okay, so these are complaints. I don't see any way to bind our network data. I don't see any co-occurrences. How do we bind them together? They don't share complaints. Complaints have unique numbers. Half of these don't even have dates. Yeah, no dupes on use of force ID. Why do they have the weather conditions? This dude recorded missing his baton swing? That's buck wild. Oh, here we go. So this is a tracking ID that has multiple officers for a use of force. This is what I'm looking for. Oh my God, it comes together with 3 minutes on the clock. All right, here we go. So I have a bunch of incidents with multiple officers that are part of a use of force. I have a ton of them. So what? Okay, so we have use of force, and it has an incident ID, tracking ID OG. And there's multiple officers in a use of force, and that means that they were working together. So let's look at this one. This has the most officers. So it looks like 9 New Orleans police officers drew their guns. Okay, so let's facet by this again, and then let's facet by the use of force description. I want to take this away. Firearm exhibited. I wonder what a force takedown is. Firearm discharged. Okay, so there are 13 incidents, 4 of them with multiple officers where a firearm was discharged. So let's look at our first one. This is a justified use of force. Bunch of relatively senior officers, right? And we see 3 of them involved. Okay, so we got 30 seconds left. That was a fun little exploration. We discovered a lot, and we figured out a way to bind officers together, although I wonder if that data being the use of force, multiple officer use of force data is kind of sparse. Like I got however many this is lines. I wonder if I can PB paste into word count. This is how programming works. So there's 1,200 incidents with multiple officers? That's what you're trying to tell me? Okay. So it's going to be mostly binding this tracking UID situation. So that's a co-occurrence. And then we'll see how many complaints those officers have. I don't think we'll even use complaints. Co-occurrence on use of force. And then we'll see if there are any officers who are involved in a lot of different uses of force. And then we'll see if they have any complaints about them, I guess. I'm just trying to get like a base level understanding of what's going on here. All right, let's tweet where we're at, and then I'll take a break, and I'll be back in a minute. So, go to Twitter. I'm gonna lose my screenshot. I was trying like do the screenshot and then get to where I'm gonna post it in time. It never works like that. All right, good. All right. Tweet my tweets. I will be right back. See you guys soon. All right, I'm back. 30 more minutes on the timer. I have an espresso now. Cheers. In this next half hour, I want to make a use of force network. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to add nodes for UAF tracking ID. Then we're going to add nodes for officers. And we're going to draw links between officers and use of force nodes. Make this ever so slightly bigger. Okie dokie. Let's make it happen. So, where shall we start? Well, let's figure out which files we're getting everything from. So we have that's our use of force data, and our officers comes from here. And then in use of force, we have UID. And then tracking ID OG. Oh, nope. Tracking ID OG. I click on it. Fun. Okay, so let's put our files into Neo4j so we can access them. So let's add local, I'll just add a file. On our desktop. And which one did I say it was? Data UOF. Great, and then also PER. Give me them both, please. Great. And then we'll add a database, and we'll call this NOPD use of force network. No password, because we're Boolean like that. I guess give it NOPD is the password. Don't let me forget. And we'll never do that again. Okie dokie. So now we start it. And I'm going to have to do a query like I did for the CCRB one. It's going to have to be something like this. All right, so our Neo4j instance is live. Very fun. Let's start loading data. Or I guess let's set our constraint. We're going to make officer nodes. Sure, it's going to be something like this. Except instead of those incidents, it'll be different. It'll be use of force. Copy URL to clipboard. That's this garbage. A CSV line, and then we're going to make sorry, I was trying to remember what I'm doing. Okay, so tracking IDOJ, it's UID. It's .UID is our officer ID. We don't know any of these things. Okay, so this makes an officer, and then we can make incidents like this. Turn, and we'll call them UOF. UOF, and the ID will be CS tracking IDOG. That all seems good and right. Oh, let's give it a shot. Let's try and do the incidents first, because that makes more sense to me. Can't zoom in on this, sorry. Okay, cool. We made a bunch of use of force nodes now. Let's make officer nodes now. All right, bunch of officers. And then past me, how do we bind them together? Oh, I did not make my constraint on officer ID. This is another thing I need to do. I guess I should have done this from the start. And then the same thing on my other type. What did I make? UOF. UOF constraint on UOF, and the ID UOF. Oh, I should have put the use of force ID in the officer, maybe? All right, so Okay, now I'm merging, now I'm making labels. Okay, and then I load the CSV and make the links. That makes sense, so let's see here. So I'm going to load my CSV from the use of force. Officer ID is not made like that. It's made like this. Right, so we match any use of force where the tracking ID is the same as the CSV line. And then we say that officer is involved in we could put the type in there. Where's use of force? We could do use of force description as the type, right? All right, let's give it a shot. So this goes through every line of the use of force and then takes every officer that shares a use of force incident and binds them together. Let's give it a shot. No, oh, it's not incident, it's UOF. Okay, easy enough, easy enough. All right, can we show our network? How did I do this? Right, I called them UOF. Yep. Please be a network, please be a network. Yeah, network! We did it! That's a use of force network. It's majestic, make it enormous. Yes! 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 Success! It's very exciting. Look at this, what's going on with these people? So sketchy looking. Wow. You'd expect the network to be a little denser than it is, but I guess this is a good reason, and it's also maxing out on 1,000. It's a good reason. Oh, it is. It's a good reason. Sorry, I can't. I'm so excited. We can put this into Gephi and do a lot more fun, interesting analysis, but this is a pretty fun start. Let me tweet it out. take a photo of it. So pretty. Is that not how you spell occurrences? I feel like it is. Co-occurrences. Yeah, I mean, I can say whatever I want. Fuck your red underline. Okay. So my buddy Jeff was going to hang out with me. Let me see if I can export this data in a way that makes sense. CSV, that's fun. Yeah, give me a CSV. What does that look like? Uh, 2023, 02, 23, fun. Wonder what that file looks like. What is this now? Are these all connections? This is not super useful. How many rows? More than 1,000, so that's nice. This should be all of them. 4,765. Okay. So you could start to make a network out of this. Let's stream it into Gephi like I did way back when. Oh, right. Jeff was going to join this. When we get to a place where I can get... All right, we're not going to do any... We're going to sort of hack this together from this query we made that worked. I don't think we have weight. Or eigenvector, or first name, or last name, or any of this. We just have ID, and nodes, and relationships, and we do not order. Cool, and I think I have to install some stuff to get ejfox to work. So let me shut this guy down. I think I can do that. Yes. So I stop it, and then I add some plugins. ejfox, I want ejfox plugin, please. It's got to finish slowing down. I guess I don't really remember which one I need, so I'm probably going to install all of them. ejfox, not this one, not that one. Maybe Neo4j Streams. No. I think just ejfox. It says in here. Yeah, ejfox.gephi. Okay, so now we open Gephi. Gephi, my old friend. All right. Ooh, there's a new Gephi? That's fun. Okay, I will download it. I'm not going to use it right now, though. I'm going to make a new project. I don't remember if I have to set anything up for streaming. Oh, yeah, I do. Streaming. Settings. Sure. Master server. Start. Okay, it's coming back to me. You guys probably couldn't see that because it was over on the left. I went to layout, and I went to streaming, and I went to master server, and I went to start. So now a streaming server is set. So maybe, just maybe, I can run this query, not this one, this query and get some stuff to show up. So now we restart our Neo4j database. Oh, it's already down here. It just disconnected. Let me back in. So we restart Neo4j, and then maybe Gephi will fill with data. We'll see what happens. All right, open. Get it up here. And we have our query. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Please work. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Why don't you work? Yield nodes. You don't like this? Variable O1 is not defined. Okay. How was it defined before? Oh. So to do O1, and that's it, right? I think. Maybe this will stream things to Gephi? Please, please, please. Ooh, expected string, but was a list of strings. What? All right, so what it's supposed to be is something like this. I'll just look at them next to each other. All right, so we match our path, which is an officer who's involved in use of force. With officer 1. Yeah, we never use O2. Collect path as paths, call apoc.gephi add null workspace paths. This is the ID, we have all that. And then you yield nodes, relationships. Oh, we don't have time. Try this. Expected string, but was a list. No, I wanted to space it. There we go. Is that not how you call apoc anymore? I didn't upgrade anything. It's definitely got it the same way. Expected string, but was list. Okay, all right. So, how about that? Do you like that? Computers. Computers. Oh, did it stream it to Gephi? Oh my God, look at that. Use of force network in Gephi. Boom. Cooking with fire around here. Gephi hates it when I resize things, so I'm definitely going to resize things quite a bit. Choose the layout. Force Atlas 2. Run it. Look at that network. This is fun. I don't have officer names. I guess I can run eigenvector though, maybe? If this, wow, this is quite messed up. There we go. All right, so Force Atlas 2 is done. Now that we're in Gephi, we can do, look at this. Now that we're, come on, Gephi. Now that we're in Gephi, we can run some analysis, like eigenvector, right? I think. I forget where they put it. Dynamic. No, statistics, here we go. Eigenvector. Do it. What about degree? Is there a window? What? Oh wait, maybe I also might be able to export. No, Gephi's so upset right now with what's happening. Well, at least I have my thing that works. All right, so we'll quit Gephi because it's clearly it's so upset. I'm like, no, I don't want the new release of Gephi. Also, Gephi, why aren't you working? But so is life. All right, stream my nodes, please. Look, there they are. So much fun. I'm not even going to give them a layout because I don't even care. Run degree. Yay. Whoa, some of them have a... Oh, most of them are 0. Okay, the smell makes sense. So we have degree, and we can also size them by degree now, and I can also turn the server off. Size them by degree. So Gephi is an app that makes no sense. Okay, that's fun. So these are sized by degree, and we can also do modularity, which is fun. I would aim for like 6 or 7 communities. And it made 123, which is too many. So let's try like 3.0. 103 communities. Okay, let's go a little crazy. 97 communities. All right, let's see what 1,000 looks like. 95. That's so weird. I guess it's not really as connected as it should be if it's that has that high modularity. Well, what are you gonna do? So now that we have modularity, we can go into nodes, color, partition, modularity, and then we get 10 bajillion colors. I guess they can be blue. And we'll make 24 shades of blue, please. Thank you. And then, yeah, run the layout, I guess. There's a few tweaks that you can do in Gephi to make this a little easier to read. Like we can make our scaling more, maybe even 5. We can turn gravity down a little bit. Prevent overlap is a good one. Once it's been established in the beginning, that usually takes a while. Edge weight doesn't really matter. Linlog mode is good for separating things out, but sometimes a little bit too much. Dissuade hubs is good usually. And then, doesn't that seem like this palette is the worst, or am I going crazy? Can I not change it anymore? Gephi, what an app. What an app. Cool. Can't change it. What are you gonna do? And then, I guess let's make the scaling like way bigger even. Yeah, because like, who's this? Is that an incident? I guess we can label them. Let's go into our preview. And this is our network. We don't have labels yet. Show the labels. Those are our IDs. Cool. Maybe don't show the labels. I mean, I just broke Gephi just now, I think. I trying to change the font. But let's get a screenshot of it. So, looks like I crashed Gephi again. This is the experience of using Gephi. I am going to do this one more time, and I'm going to export it as a CSV, and then that is going to be it for this stream. I feel like I'm feeling good about what was accomplished so far, if I can just get Gephi to cooperate. So, one last time, Gephi. Let's go. Maybe I'll update it before I complain about it too much more. So let's go to our overview. Let's turn streaming on. Turn. Oh, Gephi, 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 Gephi. It's too early for this. We didn't even turn streaming on. It's not a good sign, Gephi. You shouldn't be doing all this. Not even going to close my force quit. I feel like I know I'm going to use it again. All right, streaming. Oh, what the fuck is this? Normally it shows me a thing. No, I don't want to. Oh, is this happening? That's so funny. By funny, I mean terrible. Oh, it's probably because I wasn't in a project. Not even drinking my coffee. All right, this is where I went wrong before. So we say, okay, we make a new project. We take a moment to breathe, and we open streaming. We click start. We open Neo4j. We call our amazing query, which then streams a bunch of nodes into Neo4j. And then we run average degree. We love it. And then we run modularity. We don't love this. It's giving us too many things, but we're going to run it anyway. Tremendous. And then last time I ran eigenvector, it crashed. So I'm going to run it again. Let's give it a shot. Okay. All right, not bad. Now I'm going to export a graph file. It's a CSV of edges. Can I say spreadsheet files? Or JSON graph. Let's do JSON graph to start. This is not California campaign finance, but that's fun. NOPD, use of force. No, JSON, right? I have to say .json, and then I can say JSON? No, I can just never say JSON. Cool. Well, I guess we'll find out what that turns into. What are NOPD? That's so funny. What the fuck? What the fuck is this, dude? This sucks. We hate that. Worst export ever. So like, I guess we'll try again. R2 CSV. Yes, this is good. This is more what networks are supposed to look like. There's quite a few things in it, 4,700, and it doesn't have any of my data in it. All right, so we'll try to do this one more time. Generate export file, export graph file. There's got to be something I'm missing. There's got to be one that's good. GraphML, is that the one that's good? GEXF, I've parsed those before. I guess I'll try to do that. Yeah, save the most. Oh, there's options. That's fun, yeah, do that. And then now that I know that there's an options, export graph file. CSV options. Okay, yeah, here we go. It was a matrix, useless. Give me a list, please. And it's R3. What does R3 look like? What the fuck is this, dude? All right, I hate this. What does the GEXF look like? It's so fun and perfect. It has all of the edges and all of the nodes and all of their colors for reasons that are unclear. Too bad their colors don't mean anything. All right, let's run our layout until Gephi crashes, and then we can sign off for the night. So these are fun. Let's size them by eigenvector. Okay. Cool. And then color by modularity. Too bad there's a million. All right, it's not crazy. It at least makes some sort of sense. And then the edges. Can I weight the edges somehow? Right, so I go into my edges. They don't have a weight. They don't have anything. My edges suck. Whatever. And now we make a little preview. Look at it. Take a little screenshot. So this is a great stopping point. And it's also like half an hour after I wanted to finish, I think. Or maybe before I wanted to finish, I don't know. I mean, look. No, so I still have a half an hour left. But I created a network. I might wrap it up soon. Oh, look at their little links. That's pretty sick. Maybe I won't curve them. Does that make this make more sense? Fascinating. All right, and then let me save this as a PDF, and then I'll do the thing that crashed it. Oh God, that might have been it. That might have been it. Yeah, now I can't do anything else in Gephi. I should upgrade it. Well, this was a fun little experiment. Got a lot done. And I have my exports now, which is interesting. So, yeah, check it out. This is a network, a use of force network. I guess I'll tweet it out. All right. It's been a pleasure. Good night, everybody.